And we're on. I should have done a 3, 2, 1. Okay. 3, 2, 1. And we're on. Welcome to Ron and Roger's Dr. Pepper Pub. I'm Ron.
I'm Roger.
And we have not missed any weeks. This is exactly on schedule. For sure. Definitely. And if it sounds like crap, you can blame Roger because I'm recording this week. Yeah, blame him. Alright, so this week's movie is Unbreakable.
Yo, dude.
What?
Our last podcast was Silent Night.
Oh crap, was that even this year? Or it was like the very beginning?
No, it was the 22nd of December.
Oh man.
So yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. You know, the month of January does not exist on the channel. But for this week, we're talking about Unbreakable. And this is from 2000. And I had about 3 weeks to think about this one. So my thoughts should be a little bit more processed on it than usual.
So yeah, first of all, what do you consider this a superhero movie?
I'm kind of on the fence because, and obviously spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it, but the main character, there are really no, aside from him like getting visions, there are really no superpowers in it. I mean, I was kind of disappointed by the lack of that. Like, he survives a train. It's like, wow, it's miraculous. And it's like, okay, but I didn't even see the train crash. I mean, it was like that entire scene wasn't present in the film. And when he attacked the guy, it's not like when he was beating up the one guy near the end, it's not like he was even doing that much. It was like almost an even fight that he just sort of won. So I actually don't really consider this a superhero movie. Do you?
No, me neither, really. I mean, well, like there are like a few sort of superpowers, but not really that like flying or shit like that. And also there were like no superhero costumes. Like it's the dark. This movie is kind of in tone like The Dark Knight, but just without a superhero costume, you know.
Yeah.
Because everyone still wears their everyday average shirts, you know.
And he's just like there in a hoodie and a raincoat or whatever, and it's one of my favorite parts from this, I gotta say, was Mr. Glass falling down the stairs. I thought that was so funny. The way his leg just snaps and bends the wrong way. And then like minutes later, like he sees the gun trap or whatever, and he's just staring off to the distance in the hospital. And he looks so pissed. Even though the guy's reading himself, he's like, dude, I broke my leg like 40 fucking times already. I get it. I know what the procedure is. I kind of wish there were more scenes of him falling or something. Because I thought that was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, did you know before watching, was this the first time watching this film?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me too, but I already knew, like, that, Mr. Glass was gonna be the villain. Because, I'd already seen trailers for Glass and stuff, and
Split it. I feel like I'm probably one of the only people with this, but I actually liked the alleged twists at the end. I know Shyamalan catches a lot of heat for how there are stupid twists in all of his movies, but I haven't really seen many. And maybe it's because I was zoned out, or because I thought something was going to happen in Glass, the third movie in the series, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm gonna. That sets him up as a villain. And I think it was also that I wasn't really paying attention, but I was kind of surprised at the end when Glass was the villain.
Yeah, I mean, at first I knew like, oh, he's gonna be the villain because I've seen the trailers for Glass and Split, but I wasn't like sure because he seemed like a pretty cool dude in this film,
Yeah.
So I was almost like, oh, that's just like someone else or something. It's a total different character or something. I was kind of like they set him up like a pretty cool dude,
Yeah. And one thing I gotta say is his plot as a villain is kind of thin. I mean, he does all these tests, and like kills like 300 people, and then he discovers David's, real, and then he's just like, okay, we're done now. He's not gonna. he just wanted to know if he exists, and like that's it. He's done. I mean, that's it. Like he's not gonna recruit him for a mission or fight or do anything else. It's just that he just finds him.
Yeah, and really when you look at the movie of itself, there really not a lot happens in this film. I mean,
there are a lot of scenes, but nothing really.
No, there's not really like something like a goal, and the goal happens in the end, And it's not necessarily a bad thing, also not necessarily a good thing, of course.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of weird. Like it starts off with the accident and stuff, and he finds Mr. Glass, and then nothing really happens between him. Like I know there's this scene with the man, who else? These two kids hostage and stuff, and he almost drowns. But really, other than that, and then finding Mr. Glass afterwards, not a lot really happens.
Yeah. It's. I mean, he starts off, and it's like, his marriage is failing, and his kid hates him. And then at the end, his kid kind of still hates him. Like, he tries to shoot him with a gun. I wouldn't really call that loving behavior. Mr. Glass is once again in the hospital. David Dunn is once again unsure about what he's doing. And judging from how his face was at the end, maybe not even a supervillain. One thing I was kind of like put off by was in the train station, the Grand Central Station scene, whatever, where he's just like tagging all the people and getting visions. It's like, okay, that woman just stole like $40,000 worth of jewelry, whatever. This guy just literally raped someone, whatever. It's like, oh, maybe I'll follow the janitor, who's like shoving. And by the way, if you have like 2 people hostage and there are 2 people in dead, why the fuck are you gonna go out and collect garbage at a train station? Like, how is that on the list of priorities? I don't understand that. Like, okay, enter house, check. Murder inhabitants, check. Like kidnap children, check. And then go to work in like in a prison jumpsuit collecting garbage. I don't understand how that fits in. I don't know.
It's pretty confusing, actually.
I don't know if I missed something or there's a deleted scene, but that didn't make any sense to me. And then even though he gets superpowers, like you said, nothing really happens. Like, this is a guy who survived a train wreck, who can die when the rain falls, and he attacks someone and wins. Like, they've been there at least a week, I would think. But when is he gonna go? Right when it's raining. I mean, maybe wait like an hour for the rain to go away, since that's literally your weakness.
Yeah, and while you're watching this film, you don't really notice that almost nothing happens.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks have passed. Like we've told you that already. But then when you really think about it, it's like, wow, really not that many things have happened in this film.
yeah, as I kind of poured over it in my head, it's like when I first saw the movie, I was like, wow, that was pretty good. And then I was, going over in my head more and more. I'm like, wait a second, like, what really happened? Okay, so Glass discovered he exists, and then went to prison. David Dunn discovered he can lift like weight, which is cool or something, and got almost lost a fight to an average guy. I mean, I guess it was supposed to be intimidating when he slammed into the wall and he wasn't stunned, but I mean that's drywall, so that's not particularly intimidating. I mean, I've knocked around the house with my brother fighting, and I've got some pretty good dents too, but I'm not gonna survive a train crash. I mean,
honestly, this movie just gets progressively worse when you think about it.
yeah.
I mean, I don't hate the movie. Like, it almost sounds as if we're hating the movie right now.
I did enjoy the movie. I just think that it did a lot of things wrong. Like
we are being really controversial.
I do want to stress that I did enjoy this movie when I saw it. It was entertaining. I wasn't like squirming in my seat waiting for like checking the time or anything. But just going over it, there are just scenes that don't make any sense at all. Like when he's in the comic shop, like what did Glass expect to happen? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit here and mope like a small child, and then hopefully this guy will get so pissed that he wheels me out, and I'm gonna intentionally bump into the wall and hope that an exact comic I was looking for comes down. And Audacity stopped recording.
It's weird. Like, when you think about it, really, there are just so many things wrong about this film, really.
Another thing I didn't really enjoy was the inconsistency with David Dunn's powers. Like how he can survive a train crash and nothing happens. It's like not even his clothes are torn. Maybe I'm misremembering, but it seemed like he just kind of got there and like said, okay, what like Bruce Willis just got there like, okay, I'm all dressed. What's the story? Because he was on the train and then the train crashed. It's like you don't see it crash. I mean, there's like a flyover of news, which could be any train anywhere from how vague the shot is.
Yeah, it's just like it just happens.
It's like, hey, a train crashed. And then he's like, okay. He's not stunned. He just wakes up. But, I mean, this guy survived a train crash that killed literally every other passenger. But, and he can apparently bench an almost infinite amount of weight. But here's the thing. Like, if you can bench 600 or 800 or whatever easily, well, or not easily, but if you can bench that, without assistance, why do you need help on half of that? It's like he does 200, okay, 250, 300, 400, whatever. Like, why do you need help? Why were you struggling at 200 if you could do 400? And then
it's really inconsistent, especially with like the powers and shit.
And then he survives the train crash. He survives the car crash. He can bench several hundred pounds, and yet he barely wins a fight against like a regular Joe.
He should have just been able to snap his fucking finger.
Yeah. Like in Darkman. With the rubber.
Exactly.
Rubber. Take the fucking elephant.
Breaks his rubber throws him into this like little whatever the fuck that it is.
Pool?
Take the fucking elephant.
Did you have any other thoughts on the movie?
Not really.
That's how
it always goes.
I think we covered all the bases in this one. I think.
Yeah, we did. We short but sweet.
Yeah, I just gotta say, in each time, every time I mentally rewatched the movie, I had a different feeling about it. Like the first time it was really good, and then it was good with some flaws, and then it was good with more flaws, then it was good with a lot of flaws. If you haven't seen this and you want to see just one scene, maybe just watch the scene where glass falls down the stairs, because I thought that was so funny, and it caught me kind of off guard because of how serious the tone was before then. But I did like how the tension's rising, and then he just collapses and his leg totally snaps. I don't know, maybe I have a sadistic sense of humor, but let me know what you think. All three viewers.
No, all millions of viewers.
Oh, yeah.
Like a follow-up. In 2056, we are the most viewed movie podcast YouTubers on YouTube.
That's like the weird thing is, I was just kind of on social media the other day, and I was thinking about it, and like everyone does podcasts, but no one listens to them. You know what I mean? It's like
that's very true. I think more people will actually make podcasts than listen to them. And I mean, every single podcasters out there, they all started like, oh, our conversations are pretty funny.
Yeah.
Let's do podcasts.
What a bunch of idiots.
So do you have anything else to say about Unbreakable?
Not really. I guess just that I wish they included more special effects in this.
So would you rate this movie out of 10?
I don't even. This is kind of like a liquid rating. I want to just kind of put it in the center of about a 7. Because for all of its flaws, it was an entertaining movie. I wasn't distracted or bored at any point. I'm rating it like a 7 and not higher or lower because, I mean, my rating. Thinking about this, I can't even nail down my rating because there were times I was thinking about it and I was like, this is definitely a 9. And then other times, just now I'm thinking about all the flaws, I'm like, this doesn't deserve a 7.
No, exactly.
I just gotta put it in the center there just to be, I guess, that's kind of like the center point of all my ratings, so that's where I'm gonna stick mine. That's what she said. What would you rate this out of 10?
Probably like around a 7 and a 6. Something like that.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with.
Like extremely hard though.
This really isn't that bad of a movie. It's just that it has a lot of flaws that don't make sense at all, which makes it sound a lot like it's a bad movie. But yeah,
I mean, we just focus on the flaws, really.
Yeah.
It's podcast, most of it.
Most of that.
Like we did cover some good parts about it, but it's just everyone has said good things about this film. Now we just cover the flaws.
Yeah. The cleanup crew. I mean, I did like the acting. I really liked the main title theme.
I didn't mention it, but I really liked the cinematography of this as well.
Yeah. And
This has some great shots in it.
And there are no scenes where I was struggling to tell what was going on, except for the fight one, because I had the brightness turned down, couldn't tell what the hell was happening. My brightness is really low to save battery, but other than that, I thought the acting was good. Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson, convincing as always. There's some good tension with in the scene with when his kid was about to shoot him too. Is that my alarm? Roger is requesting to switch to video call. Oh, there he is. I can't tell who looks more tired right now. Do you have any final thoughts for the podcast that I can end it? And
Not really.
okay, join us next week when we cover another movie.
The Hitcher.
What?
The Hitcher. The Hitcher.
The Hitcher. We're gonna be covering The Hitcher. I have no idea what that is, so.
Just as fun as Duel. It's just as fun as Duel.
Oh, just as fun as Duel. Okay, so maybe we'll lose the podcast to that too. All right. See you next week, guys. Roger, you gonna? Okay.